Very original blog post. It's still on my blog. You can look it up. Where I introduced the concept of lean startup. It's like very short post. I did not think this was going to be a thing that would take over my life for the next 5 years. I was just like, hey, I'm thinking about this combination of these trends, and like I'm pretty sure it should be called lean startup, but maybe agile startup. Or I threw out some other kind of ideas, and lean startup is the one that stuck. Not a month goes by that someone doesn't tell me I chose the wrong word, and I'm like, I give over the same answer. It's like, great, you tell me what it should be, and we'll switch to yours. Like, no problem. Like, if someone has a better name for what this should be called, like, I'm all ears, let's do it. But I haven't found one yet. The thing I like about Lean Startup, even though it has problems, is that it really points to the intellectual foundation of lean manufacturing as the base this is built off of. Like, you have to be very willfully ignorant to not discover that if you like Google Lean Startup for 5 seconds. And what's cool about that, it's actually like what I hoped would happen, but I wasn't sure if this would really happen, is that as we start to go into larger organizations, there's a huge number of people out there that have a proficiency in something like lean manufacturing, Six Sigma, these kind of earlier generation corporate changes. We take it so for granted. Like, of course, we live in a massive supply chain where everything's super efficient and lean manufacturing rules the day, and we take so for granted that accomplishment. It's hard for us to remember. There was a time when lean manufacturing was very controversial. In fact, and there are still some places where it's quite controversial. So there are allies for us inside enterprises and policymakers. There's all these people that have something in common with us, a set of vocabulary, a set of concepts, and I found it really helpful when I work with companies that have that legacy or that that kind of capability in there to say, listen, lean startup is not something entirely new. It's just new enough. I don't know if you saw that research recently. There's an academic study that showed that when you position something as like too similar, it's not effective, and if it's too radical, it's not effective. There's like a sweet spot for like new but not too new. Like, lean startup occupies that zone. We say, this builds on your traditional strengths. So I'm not saying fire all your Six Sigma black belts. I'm saying let's adapt the things we're already good at for a new domain, this domain of high uncertainty. And that pitch has been really effective. And I'll trade some people who think lean means cheap for that any day. But if someone has a better idea, you should probably write a blog about it and write a book, and we'll follow you. Like, I'm totally serious. I would love for there to be a better idea. So, tell me about it.